Okay, welcome back. Are you ready? I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Los escoceses tienen un acento extraño, Carlos.
Scottish people have an strange accent.
Strange starts with an S.
Strange accent.
Good. Scottish people.
Scottish people have a strange...
¿Por qué?
A strange accent. Yeah.
¿Qué es a?
Scottish people have a strange accent.
Wait, escucha como lo digo yo,
Okay.
Y emula, o sea, emulate me, okay?
Okay, I'll try.
Scottish people have a strange accent.
Scottish people have a strange accent.
Have a strange.
Have a strange.
Yeah, have a cigarette.
Have a cigarette.
Have a strange.
Have a strange.
Have a strange accent.
Have a strange accent.
Scottish people have a strange accent.
Scottish people have a strange accent.
Mira, tienes que practicar la ST, la SP y la SL. Estas palabras donde tenéis la costumbre aquí de poner una E delante. A Spanish book, a Spanish movie, a Spanish town. Okay?
Okay.
A strange accent, a strange book, a strange town, a strange situation. Okay? A stable country. A star. No, an estar. And a stable. Okay? And you need to practice these things because you don't say them right.
No.
Okay? There, I caught him on a phonetic problem, which is not usual, Eva.
Yeah.
All right, so los escoceses tienen un acento extraño.
Scottish people have a strange accent.
Son famosos de ser, o tienen fama de ser tacaños.
They are famous
For being?
For being scratchy.
Scratchy?
No.
Stingy?
Stingy.
Stingy es roñoso más que tacaño. Okay, tight.
Okay.
Tight.
They are famous for being tight.
Tight. Loose es flojo, tight es apretado.
Okay.
This is my fist. Tight, okay? And also tight-fisted. Convirtiéndolo en adjetivo, fisted. Tight-fisted. They're famous for being tight. Stingy? No. Not really. When they give, but they keep... They're famous for being tight. Okay. Si yo fuera zurdo, podría hacerlo.
If I were left-handed, I could do it.
If I were left-handed, I could do it. Llevaos a esa gente de aquí.
Take them.
Esa gente.
Take them. That people.
That people?
Take the people. Take people.
Aquella gente.
Take those people out of here.
No,
away
from here.
Away from here.
Yeah, take those people away.
Take those people away.
Take them away.
Take them away.
Llévalos.
Take
Llevarlos.
them. Take them away.
Take them away. Take the prisoner
them
away.
Take the prisoner away.
Yes, take the prisoner away. Take Carlos away.
Take Carlos away.
Yeah. Okay, llevaos a esa gente de aquí.
Take those people away. Take those people away.
Take those people away. All right? Deja que te releve.
Let me...
Yeah, deja que te sustituya un momento, ¿eh? Necesitas descansar. Deja que te releve.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Can you believe it, Eva?
Oh,
Let me take over for you. Let me relieve you. But that we don't say that very often. Let me take over.
Let me take over.
Or let me take over for you para personalizarla aún más. Let me take over.
Let me take over.
Let me take over for you.
Let me take over for you.
Let me relieve you.
Let me relieve you.
But we normally don't say that.
Take over.
Let me take over. We do say let me relieve myself. And that's when you need to go to the bathroom. All right. Okay. Because relieve is aliviar. Okay. Okay. Relieve is relevar, pero también es aliviar. Okay. Let me relieve you sounds strange. Okay. Let me take over for you.
Let me take over for you.
Okay, or substitute for you. Okay. Primero hacemos una previsión de ventas.
First, we do we make a
sales
forecasting, no?
Pronóstico, forecast.
Forecast.
First, we make a sales forecast, Eva.
Okay.
Don't you understand business administration?
Yes, I have to.
Okay. Primero hacemos una previsión de ventas.
First, we make a sales forecast.
Yeah. First, Eva, we make a sales forecast.
We make a sales forecast.
Yes. Yes. Okay. First, we make a sales forecast. Después hacemos un plan de producción.
Then we make a production plan.
We make a production plan. Con estos datos, elaboramos el presupuesto de gastos.
With those data?
With this information.
Okay.
With this data. With this data.
With this data.
Está mal en inglés, pero así se dice.
Sí.
Porque data es plural.
Okay.
Okay. Datum es singular. Pero no decimos nunca those data.
Okay.
We say that data or this information.
Okay.
A mí me gusta la palabra information, but yo digo data. And there are two pronunciations. Perfect. Data
Data.
and data, or
Data.
data. I say data.
Okay. But
When
you
I
can
was
say
growing up, I said data, and I switched, and I don't know why. I don't know why I switched, but I think one teacher I had said data, and I picked up data, and I've
Okay.
abandoned data. Okay, data processing. Okay?
Okay.
So, con estos datos elaboramos el presupuesto de gastos.
With this data, we elaborate the.
No, we draw up
We draw up the budget,
the expense budget.
expense budget.
The budget. Yes, so first we make a sales forecast.
Second.
Then, with the sales forecast, we know how many units we need to produce. So we make a production plan.
Yes.
And then we draw up an expense budget.
Okay.
Okay, the budget. Okay, los gastos generales se comparten.
The general,
The overheads
the overheads
are shared.
are shared.
Yes, to share. Yes, the lights, the furniture. Okay, the employees or the salaries for general employees who are not specifically working for a direct production area. We share those expenses, allocating to the different departments. Do you understand? All right. Se asigna a cada departamento según el número de empleados. Se asignan los gastos. Expenses are allocated
Allocated to each department
según el número de empleados.
according to the number of employees.
Employees. Algunos jefes de departamento se quejan de esta política.
Some bosses of
Bosses.
some bosses are complaining of this politic.
About?
This politic,
Politic?
this rule,
Policy? Or
policy.
Okay.
Policy.
Some department heads.
Some department heads complain even about this policy.
Yes. Some department heads complain about this valley. Sin embargo, es la forma más justa.
However, it's the fairest way.
It's the fairest way. Cada mes, las ventas reales se comparan con las ventas estimadas.
Qué malo.
Every month, las
Okay,
ventas
can
reales.
you repeat, please?
Cada mes, las ventas reales se comparan con las ventas estimadas.
Okay. Every month,
Every month, actual sales
the actual sales are compared
with
the estimated sales. Okay.
what's the problem?
Every month, the actual sales.
Actual.
Sales.
¿Cómo se dice zapato?
Shoes.
Shoe. Actual. Good.
Like punctual.
Punctual.
Okay.
Yes, hay mucho zapato en nuestras palabras.
Yes.
Actual, punctual. All right. Every month.
Every month.
Actual sales.
Actual
sin ese.
sales are compared with estimated.
Sales.
God, estimated sales.
Los sales estimates.
Estimated
Como los
sales.
sales minerales.
Okay. Estimated sales.
Estimated sales, okay.
Yeah.
¿Y qué pasa si hay desviaciones?
And what if they are deviations?
Variances. Localizamos las causas y tomamos medidas.
We locate the causes and we take measures.
We take measures. Nuestros clientes son imprevisibles.
Our clients are
predecir el futuro.
Forecast.
No, ¿cómo es predecir?
Predecir.
Impredictible. Unpredictable, to predict. Impredecible.
Qué fácil. Okay.
To predict. Do you know how to predict the future?
No.
You don't?
I was going to say I wish, but I don't think so.
You don't know how to predict the future. Do you have a crystal ball?
No. Do you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Does it work?
It works fairly well. Not as well as it used to. I'm thinking about buying the new generation of crystal balls.
With the flying carpet?
Yeah.
Okay.
My crystal ball, they have in several department stores in Spain. They're offering the state-of-the-art technology, new generation of crystal balls.
Yeah.
They're expensive though.
Okay.
You know.
Can I borrow it?
Oh, I haven't bought it yet. I can give you the old one.
Well, but if it doesn't work, I don't want it.
It doesn't work perfectly, but it still tells the future that it makes a few mistakes.
Okay.
You want a perfect crystal ball.
Yes.
All right, that tells you the future. Okay, well, I have decided not to buy the new crystal ball because I've decided to substitute it with hard work and effort and perseverance and expertise, and that works too. Okay.
Okay.
So,
And luck.
and a little bit of luck.
Yes.
A little, pero la suerte se labra, eh?
Yes.
Luck is forged.
It's
Se
like
forja.
inspiration.
Like inspiration, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so, es temporada alta ahora.
It's high season now.
It's high season now. La situación de tesorería mejor en mayo.
The situation,
The
the cash situation
Gets better?
gets better in May.
The cash
The
situation.
cash situation gets better in May.
Ok, los míos están al lado de los de ella.
Mine are next to hers.
El de ellos es diferente del nuestro.
His are
El
different.
de ellos.
His,
El de ellos. Pertenece a ellos, no a él.
okay, sorry. Theirs are different.
No, es uno solo. El de ellos
Their
es diferente del mío.
is different than mine.
Good.
Oh, I don't know why
Okay.
I was thinking his.
Ok. Vine para que tú me ayudaras.
I came so that you help me.
That you could?
You could help me. Help
All
me.
right. Do you have any problems with this? Trabajo para
Yes.
poder mantenerme.
I work so that I can support myself.
Good. Support myself.
Support myself.
Ok. Carlos. Oí una extraña voz que me asustó.
I heard strange. I heard
Pobre.
a strange voice that
No,
scared
voice
me.
nada.
No.
Oí un
Noise,
ruido.
noise. That scared me.
I heard a strange noise that scared me.
I heard a strange noise that scared me.
I heard a strange.
I heard a strange.
La D de heard.
I heard a.
I heard a strange.
I heard a strange.
I heard a strange noise
I heard a strange noise
that scared me.
that scared me.
Yeah. Me cuesta, eh?
I'm sweating.
I heard a strange, a ti no, ¿verdad?
Oh, no, perfecto, vamos.
Repeat, I heard a
Siguiente.
strange noise that...
I heard a strange noise.
No, yo no hice daño aún. I
Yes.
heard a.
I heard
I heard a.
I heard a
strange.
I heard a strange noise
That
that scares me.
scared me.
En pasado. That scared me.
Miré atrás, pero no vi nada.
I looked back, but I didn't see anything.
Miré en todas partes.
I looked everywhere.
I looked everywhere. Por fin me di cuenta lo que era.
Finally, I found out.
No, I realized.
I realized what it was.
Ujú. El teléfono estaba descolgado.
The telephone was hung.
Off the hook.
Vale.
Esto es del siglo yeah, the hook.
Yes.
But you see, the telephone, you have a hook. Until many years ago, 100 years ago, there was a hook, and you hung the telephone. We still say today the telephone is off the hook.
Okay.
The telephone was off the hook. Yeah. Me acerqué al teléfono.
I
Andando. I
woke up.
Walked.
Walked up
To the telephone?
To the telephone.
No pude creer lo que oía.
I couldn't believe what I heard.
Fue una voz tan débil.
It was a weak
It was
voice.
such.
It was such a weak voice.
De repente me quedé helada.
All of a sudden,
Es una mujer.
uh,
All of a sudden,
I
froze.
froze.
Freeze, froze, frozen. All of a sudden, I froze. Repeat.
All of a sudden, I froze.
Ah, no, es un hombre, ¿eh?
Ah.
Era mi mujer quien me llamaba.
It was my wife who called.
Who was calling.
Who was calling me.
Yeah, it was my wife who was calling me. Mi mujer llevaba 3 años muerta.
My wife had been dead for 3 years.
Yeah, my wife had been dead for 3 years. Colgué y casi me desmayé.
I hung up.
I hung up.
And almost fainted.
Fainted. Yeah. I hung up and almost fainted.
Almost fainted.
Las llamadas seguían ocurriendo.
The calls kept
Occurring
occurring.
or happening. Su voz parecía cada vez más cerca.
Her voice
Seemed.
seemed a little closer.
No, a little
Oh,
nada. Closer.
Closer and closer.
Yeah. Ya no lo podía aguantar.
I couldn't help it stand it anymore.
Lentamente me estaba volviendo loco.
Slowly.
Yo estaba volviéndome loco.
I was
Going?
going crazy.
Yeah, slowly I was
Yes,
going crazy.
slowly
To
I
go
was-
crazy. Decidí por fin ir al cementerio.
I
finally?
finally decided to go to the cemetery.
Cemetery, yeah.
Cemetery.
Me acerqué lentamente a la tumba de mi mujer.
I walked up
No,
slowly.
I walked slowly up to
I walked slowly up to my wife's grave.
Grave. Había habido una tormenta la noche anterior.
There had been a storm the night before.
Un poste telefónico había caído.
A
telephone post?
A telephone post was fallen.
Había caído.
Had fallen.
Okay. Uno de los cables había caído justo en la tumba de mi mujer.
One of the wires had fallen.
Justo.
Just
right.
No, right in the top on the top of my wife's grave.
Okay. And so she was calling me. All right. Okay. Has that ever happened to you?
No.
It hasn't. Okay, well, tell Carlos to ask me when the last time was I went to a cemetery.
Ask him when was the last time he went to the cemetery?
To a cemetery.
To a cemetery.
When was the last time you went to a cemetery?
Cemetery? Los británicos, cemetery. Cemetery me suena simetría. La forma en que lo dices. Prefiero cemetery.
Cemetery.
Ahí no hay,
okay.
No hay confusión. Si dices cemetery, un americano entiende simetría.
Okay.
Oh, yes, last year. Yeah, last year was the last time I went to a cemetery. Ask me if I have ever been to an English cemetery.
Have you ever been to an English cemetery?
Yes, I have. Ask me if I enjoy going to English cemeteries.
Do you? Do you enjoy going to
English?
To English cemetery? Cemetery?
In plural, por favor. Ask me if I enjoy going to English cemeteries.
Do you enjoy going to English cemeteries?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Well, tell Carlos to ask me.
Asking why. Why does he enjoy?
Tú no estás preguntando nada, no me usas.
Okay. Asking why he enjoys going to English cemeteries.
Why do you enjoy going to English cemeteries?
Because they contain a lot of history. It's very interesting. Have you ever gone? Behind the churches, around the churches.
No, I haven't.
In England. Go to England, visit, especially in the small towns. Maybe 5,000 people, 10,000 people. And you have graves going back 300, 400 years. And you can still, it's very, very interesting to think about the families and things you can see. All right?
Okay.
So it's really interesting.
I will.
And there's a famous poem, elegy, elegía, you say in Spanish? Elegy on a church graveyard, okay, by Thomas Gray. It's a beautiful poem talking about these things. And it's not scary. It's more historical. And it's simply normal for people to pass through that area behind the church, going home from the place where they buy bread, and they pass through the cemetery. All right? And your friends are there, and your friends' ancestors are there. Okay. And ask her when the last time was she visited a cemetery.
When was the last time you visited a cemetery?
Like around 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yes.
Okay, now, ask me when the last time was I went to England.
When was the last time you went to England?
The last time I went to England was about 3 years ago. No, 4 years ago. Ask me if I would have gone last year. If I would have gone last year if my daughter had been living there.
Would you have gone to England if your daughter had been living there?
Yes, I would have gone for sure if my daughter had been living there. Ask me if I enjoy going to England.
Do you enjoy going to England?
Yes, I do. Ask me if I usually rent a car.
Do you usually rent a car?
Yes, I do. Ask me if I always have a funny situation at the beginning.
Do you always have a funny situation at the beginning? Situation at the beginning?
Sometimes I do.
Funny?
Because the funny was the last time I rented the car, and the man went with me to the parking area where the car was. I had the key, and I went to the wrong side. And he said, by the way, it's the other side. I said, oh, yeah, that's right.
Ya para empezar.
So I'm sure he's used to that. He's used to that. Okay, ask Carlos if he has ever rented a car in England.
Have you ever rented a car in England?
No, not in England.
Ask if he has ever rented a car in Jamaica.
Have you ever rented a car in Jamaica?
No, I haven't.
Ask him if he has ever driven on the left.
Have you ever driven on the left?
Yes, I have.
Ask him where he drove on the left.
Where did you drive on the left?
In Australia.
Ask him when ask him how many times he has been to Australia.
How many times have you been?
¿Cómo?
How many times have you been to Australia?
¿Cuántas veces has estado?
Sí, es horrible, siempre lo digo.
¿Cuántas veces? How many times?
How many times? How many times have you been to Australia?
Just once.
Ask him how old he was when he went.
How old were you when you went?
I think I was around 22.
Ask him if he went alone.
Did you go alone?
No, I went with my mother.
Okay, and ask him how long they were there.
How long were you there?
For 15 days.
15 days.
For 15 days.
15 ellos.
No.
15 days. 15 days. All right, ask him if they have friends in Australia.
And did you have friends in Australia?
No, we didn't.
Ask him why they decided to go to Australia.
Why did you decide to go to Australia?
Why not?
Well, you could have gone to Turkey.
Yeah.
Or you could have gone to Russia. You could have gone to Scandinavian countries. You could have gone to Morocco. Ask him if he's ever been to Morocco.
Have you ever been to Morocco?
No, I haven't.
You have to. Oh, you
Yes, I know.
All right. Ask him if he visited the Gold Coast.
Did you visit the Gold Coast?
I don't remember.
Brisbane.
No.
You didn't.
No.
Oh, you missed a very good part.
Yeah.
Ask him if he saw Ayers Rock. Ayers Rock.
Did you see Ayers Rock?
No, I didn't.
What is that?
It's the most mysterious part of. It's a big,
Just in the
big rock. It's big. It's in the middle of Australia, and it's a rock that is a shrine, un lugar de santo, really, for the Aborigines people. Okay, and it's very, very impressive.
But why is there?
It's just a strange geological formation.
Ah, okay.
Freak geological formation in the middle of a flat desert. Do you understand?
Yes.
And suddenly, enormous, maybe 3,000 meters high. Just whoop. No, 3,000 no, 1,000 meters high. But because it's in the middle of nowhere, boom.
Yes.
It's just very, I've never been, but I would like to go. And people who go there, all of them coincide that you have a mysterious feeling. Like you're in connection
Energy.
with something there.
And the mosquito biting.
And the mosquitoes, okay.
Yes.
It's a lot of energy. Okay, ask him if he went to Melbourne.
And did you go to Melbourne?
No, we didn't.
Ask him what he did in Australia.
What do you do? What do you do in Australia?
We traveled all along the coast from Sydney to Canberra and then all the way back.
Canberra's is not on the
Yeah,
coast.
I know, but we went to Canberra, then to the mountains. I don't remember the name.
Okay, ask him if they had a good time.
Did you have a good time?
Yes, we did.
All right, good. Ask him if he would like to go back.
Would you like to go back?
Yes, of course.
Ask him if he has ever thought about settling in Australia.
Have you ever thought
About
settling in Australia?
Good. Okay, es perfecto. Quiero que lo repitas para la audiencia.
Have you ever thought? Well,
Thought.
okay, ahora no me va a salir. Have you ever thought about
Thought? No, thought.
Thought. Have you ever thought about settling in Australia?
No, I haven't.
Ask him if he would like to take his fiancée to Australia.
Would you like to take your fiancée to Australia?
Yes, I would.
Ask him if he's planning to go this year.
Are you planning to go this year?
No, not this year. But maybe next year or in 2
Ask
years'
him if
time.
he has any special plans for this summer.
Do you have any special plans for the summer?
No, not yet.
Ask him if he's going to travel abroad this year.
Okay. Are you going to travel abroad this year?
Absolutely.
Abroad.
Yes. Abroad.
Not abroad. Abroad.
Abroad.
Yes. Are you going to travel abroad this year?
Absolutely.
Ask him where he would like to go.
Where would you like to go?
I would like to go back to Italy.
Go back to Italy.
Yeah.
Ask him how many times he's been there.
How many times have you been to Italy?
Twice.
Twice. Ask him what areas he still hasn't visited.
What areas have you visited?
What areas haven't you visited?
Haven't. Okay. What areas haven't you visited?
I haven't visited the northern part, Florence, Pisa, and
Well, you have to
Verona,
go.
Naples. I would like to go there.
Naples is not the northern part.
I don't know.
Naples is in the south.
Ah, it's in the south. Oh. I'm sorry.
Florence,
What have you
Venice.
visited? You visited Rome?
Yes.
What
and the
else?
surroundings.
What
I don't
else?
remember. I was
Only
very
there?
little.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, then you need to go to Sicily.
Okay.
You need to go to Naples, Capri, and Sorrento in the
Yes.
bay. Okay. You need to go to. The north, of course.
Yes.
Florence,
Okay.
Venice.
I would recommend. Ask him how many days he will spend this year in Italy.
How many days would you spend in Italy?
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe around 5.
5 days. Then I would recommend Florence and Siena.
Okay.
Florence and Siena, San Gimignano, and Volterra, all of the area of the Etruscan area, and of course the art and architecture and wine
Yes.
of
food.
Toscana,
Pasta.
of Tuscany. We have to go now. It's been a pleasure.
That's too
Okay.
bad.
We'll talk more about Italy.
Okay.
Okay. It's been a pleasure. I'll be back in 5 minutes. My good friends have to leave, but they'll probably come back for another program. Who knows? I enjoy the class with them.
Thank
so,
you.
I'll be right back.